So this week there was a story on the Today Show called Groundbreaking Look at the Impact of Screen Time on Kids' Brains. It says that researchers in Ohio are conducting a pioneering study on the effects of screen time on children's brains following hundreds of children since birth. The study highlights that children born in 2007 have grown up in a world dominated by smartphones, TVs, tablets, computers, leading to significant screen time accumulation. Advanced imaging techniques are being used to compare brain scans of children at various ages, including scans taken when they're just days old, which kind of blows my mind because of the process of taking those scans seems to be a bit for a newborn.
Children's Hospital, Rose Crimer is one of 395 children taking part in the Early Prediction Study, which began in 2019. Today, the 5-year-old is pretending she's the captain of a submarine, an exercise to help her lie still for a 45-minute MRI that will take detailed images of her brain.
The research focuses on premature babies and examines how different risk factors, including screen exposure, affect brain development over time. Findings suggest that higher levels of screen time may weaken areas of the brain associated with reading, language, and decision making in children. There is a strong recommendation that children under 3 have 0 screen time.
Good things Rose and her family hope researchers will learn to help us shape our views on these devices.
The important thing is to interact with your kids and talk to them, and that's how they learn language, and they don't always get that feedback from the screen.
I absolutely agree that screen time is a big problem. On the one hand, technology provides incredible resources for learning, but on the other hand, it's easy for these screens to become a distraction or even an unhealthy habit. And I have personally witnessed it in my personal and professional life. I have been in many conversations with parents over the years, and more so recently, where we have discussed that I do not envy the journey of parents today, of people with teens and preteens. Smartphones did not even exist when my kids were young. My kids got flip phones at age 11, and I don't even think they ever saw an iPhone until they were about to graduate and head to college. My kids never thought of their phones as entertainment, and even today they still use them more as tools. In fact, my son, who is a web developer, tells me that today's kids barely even understand how the technology works. They take it for granted that it is there. They turn it on and they watch videos. And if they're not watching videos, they're watching someone else play a video game and not even actively using the technology themselves.
So let's say a parent does all the right things, but their kid goes to school and they have screens because that's the way it works now with schools.
Yeah, a viewer posted this question to me on Instagram this morning saying, what do we do about screen time in schools? There was such a migration to it, right, during the pandemic and because of remote learning. But it's okay to dial it back. It's okay to talk to your child's teachers, the school leaders, and say, how many hours are our kids on these screens in the classroom? Why are they getting iPads in kindergarten? Can they do math worksheets in real life? Can they read an actual book instead of reading on the screens?
Now, I believe that we are at a point in history where technology is moving so quickly that we cannot even fathom what it will look like in 5 years. So we can't completely cut children off from it, because eventually and hopefully they will be running it. On the other hand, we need to teach them to use it responsibly, to use it to gain knowledge and to not consume it mindlessly. Additionally, we need to teach children how computers work and how to program so that they can be at the forefront of technology as it evolves. Till next time.